Fox Nation host Lara Logan appeared on the main Fox News network this week to give one of the most ridiculous assessments of the COVID-19 pandemic that we have heard so far by attacking Dr. Anthony Fauci in one of the most disturbing ways possible. Take a look at how Logan described Fauci. Here it is.
That compare very much to seasonal flu. And so in that moment, what you see on Dr. Fauci, this is what people say to me, that he doesn't represent science to them. He represents Joseph Mengele, Dr. Joseph Mengele, the Nazi doctor who did experiments on Jews during the Second World War and in the concentration camps. And I am talking about people all across the world are saying this because there was...
The way Logan framed that, I got to give her credit for this because she said, I'm not saying this. This is what other people are telling me. Which we can all pretty much gather is not true. But she tried to make it sound like she's not the one saying these horrible things about Fauci. This is just coming from people literally all over the world, right? You know, people over in India super pissed off at Anthony Fauci for what? See, you didn't explain that part, Lara. And even as that segment went on, she talked about the pandemic and how horrible it's been. You know, we have had increased suicides. We've had economic devastation. We have had all these horrible things that have come along with the virus itself. None of which, however, is Anthony Fauci's fault. Fauci didn't do that. So no, the rest of the world is not sitting there grousing on lockdown like, oh, I'm gonna get you, Fauci, you Mengele-like cretin. That's simply not happening. Not to mention the fact that at this point, comparing anything that is happening today to what happened during the Holocaust is absolutely atrocious. That is not even close to what's happening, not even by a million miles. Yet that is where these Republicans always go. They try to paint themselves as the oppressed, much like the Jewish communities in World War II. They've got their little stars of David saying, I'm not vaccinated because I'm the victim here. These people are absolutely disgusting. Lara Logan should immediately be fired by Fox. And I know she's not on the main network usually. You know, she just comes on as a guest. Her hosting duties are over on the streaming part because she's not good enough for prime time. But she needs to be expelled from this network. I'm sure she'll land on her feet, you know, somewhere over at Newsmax or One America. But this kind of language, this kind of behavior is absolutely unacceptable, even as she tries to frame it as, well, everybody else is saying it, not me. Look, this is exactly what we saw from Donald Trump. You know, whenever he wanted to say something truly horrid, he would say, many people are saying this, but they weren't. It's him saying it, but it's him trying to not take the blame for saying the horrible thing. So she is trying to use a little bit of psychological trickery here, the same thing she accuses Fauci of somehow doing. And again, it all comes back to the fact that Republicans need somebody to blame because they were the ones who held the power during the first year of the pandemic here in the United States, and they did nothing. The COVID cases, the places where it is spiking the most here in the United States, the places where we are seeing the most death from COVID-19 are red states and red counties. That is a fact. Republican leadership is still getting people killed. But they don't want to accept the blame for that. They don't want to have to look in the mirror and admit that they were wrong. So they pick somebody like Fauci, who is neither a hero nor a villain in this situation, and they turn him into one. Which then, I guess, forces some of the people in the Democratic side to act like, oh, Fauci's the hero. Again, he is neither of those things. He is just a dude doing a job. He's gotten some things right, he's gotten some things wrong, but the things that he's gotten wrong, none of it has been malicious. All right, he's not some kind of evil genius trying to get people killed. He is a doctor trying to do his best with the new information that comes along when it comes along. But Republicans want to make him out to be the bad guy. He has to be the villain so that people don't look at the Republicans and realize how horrible they have been throughout this entire pandemic.